Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort review. Today we're back in South Florida at the JW Marriott Miami Turnberry Resort. This is a massive resort located kind of in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale in Aventura, Florida. It's got a massive water park, one of the largest water parks at any resort I have ever seen. We're going to do a full tour of the property today, checking out everything there is to do, including the beautiful lobby. You got some golf out the back door with two championship 18-hole golf courses. Of course, the water park. We're going to walk through our one-bedroom suite that we received as part of booking through the Fine Hotels and Resorts program with American Express. There's a lot to see at this property, so let's get going. But before we do, if you love this type of content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps us out. We're going to start our tour in the front of the property, a few surface streets off of I-95, and very close to the Aventura Brightline Station and the Aventura Mall, which is a big shopping destination. To the left is going to be the entrance to Tidal Cove, the resort's water park that we'll show you a full tour of in a little bit. And to the right is going to be a lot of member facilities that the resort guests actually have access to. This is a private club resort, so the golf course you can be a member of. There's going to be a Starbucks to the right that you can do room charges to. I had a $100 credit to use on property for my short one-night stay, so I was able to use it at Starbucks a little bit before we did our full breakfast, which was included in our rate as well. I'm walking up some pretty strange looking stairs to the gym. This is clearly marked, and you can access it that way, or you can go through the main spa facilities that I'll show you in just a second. But a very expansive gym, all new equipment, really nice here, and obviously members can come in and use this as well. So it's going to be a little bit better than your average resort gym, which is really great to see. There is a full spa here at the JW Marriott Miami Turnberry, so you can go in and get any treatment you'd like. Your resort credit, if you are booking a Fine Hotels and Resort rate, does count towards spa services here, so that is an option. I'm not a big spa guy, so I did not use the facilities here on my short stay, but a really pretty facility and a great spot to go work out for sure. On the bottom level, you're going to see a very nice fountain at the bottom of the staircase leading up to the gym, and that's where you'll check in for any spa services. Just out the doors to the right is going to be the main porte cochere leading in to the lobby. To the right and left are going to be some beautiful fountains. Love the white noise as you walk into a resort. The huge waterfalls, it just kind of feels like you're instantly on vacation. So I love that. Really nice feel walking in. The JW Marriott is a Marriott, so you can use your Marriott Bonvoy perks if you do have status. So I have platinum status, so I got a few perks while on property. I elected to receive points instead of breakfast because my Fine Hotels and Resorts rate included breakfast already, and I had a $100 resort credit as I mentioned, so plenty to use on property for a one-night stay. To the left is going to be the Golf Pro Shop. It also acts as sort of the logo shop for the resort. Really high-end look here, and obviously a little bit more expansive just given that there are members here that might be needing to purchase a last-minute shirt or some item for their golf round. Lots of photos on the wall detailing all the famous people that have been on property. Bourbon Steak is also off the main lobby to the right of check-in. I've been to many places that host a Bourbon Steak. It's a great restaurant. There's actually one in my neighborhood here in Scottsdale, Arizona, so I always laugh when I go somewhere and they're promoting Bourbon Steak. But they also have a really nice lobby bar behind check-in that was closed during my tour in the early morning hours, but a really swanky spot to grab a cocktail. Heading out the back doors of the main lobby leads to the rest of the resort. There's several different room towers that you might be able to stay in during your stay here at the JW Marriott. To the right here is the adults only pool. So this is obviously the original pool for the property before the water park was built. And there's a really nice banyan tree right next door to it. Good to take a look at. It's really cool to see these old trees existing on these older properties. Nice looking pool. Nothing special really going on here. Obviously you can get some pool drinks and food delivered to you out there as well. And it's good to separate that from the craziness of the water park. Corsair is going to be the main breakfast restaurant here on property as well as lunch. Also serves dinner. It's going to have a nice view of the golf course out the back of this tower. And it's where I was able to dine. I actually grabbed some to-go food, but they have a full buffet available for guests. That's typically what you're going to receive as a platinum member or above. But we wanted to do some room service breakfast, or to-go breakfast rather, It's a little bit easier for us traveling with a 1-year-old. Driving range is included in the very expensive $72 after-tax resort fee. So you do have access to the practice facilities of the golf course. I believe that the greens fees here range upwards of $300. Looked like a very, very, very nice golf course, though, so definitely check this out if you're a golfer. I am, but didn't have time on this trip, so sadly I'll have to try it the next time I'm in town. So we stayed in the Hibiscus Tower. That's the view from our suite. So walking down the hallways, which were not really well appointed, but got the job done. We had a really nice corner suite here, a true 1-bedroom suite with an expansive living room. So this is the look at the bedroom here as you walk in. Nice little television there, as well as a huge king bed, very comfortable beds, plenty of plugs next to the beds, and some modern light fixtures on the ceiling there. Then a kind of broken door to get into the sliding closet here. Not a big closet by any means. I wish that some closets, if you're going to build it in there, can fit full-size suitcases, because a lot of people taking their time to travel all the way out to Florida are going to be bringing full-size suitcases. Off of the main bedroom in the main hallway is going to be the 1 bathroom in our suite. So it's going to have a full shower and bath. Got a nice little rainfall fixture there. You got the aromatherapy bath items in there, standard for JW Marriott. Nice little tub here. Nice tile floors as well. And then the sink over here to the right. Plenty of little items and real washcloths for your hands. So very high-end feel here, I feel like. JW Marriott, probably my favorite of the Marriott brands. Just always a little bit different, but always consistent quality. So I've always liked my stays there. So here's entering the room. You saw the bedroom to the left there, and then the bathroom to the right. And then here is the main living room. A little truncated versus my typical hotel room tours, because we had a very fussy 1-year-old. But this is going to get the job done for you. Got a big pull-out couch there, so you can fit more people than just the 2 in the bed. And then you're going to have a full minibar with items on top of the dresser, as well as in the fridge. I will say, annoyingly, there was no room in the fridge for any personal items. I do wish that hotels would kind of separate those two. It just was a little annoying for us having to refrigerate some baby milk. So, fortunately, couldn't use the fridge that night. But walking over to the Tidal Cove water park, this is the main star of this resort, and the reason why the resort fee is just so expensive and the rates are so expensive. You receive a card at check-in to get wristbands each day for the water park. The water park itself opens at 9 a.m. with the slides opening at 10 a.m. and stays open pretty late into the afternoon. So I arrived shortly after opening just to do a few walkthroughs here. Not going to be a lot of people here just because of that, and the water slides weren't quite open yet. We did have to go check in for a cruise, so I didn't get a chance to sample the water slides, but I have sampled similar water slides around the world. Do love a good water park, and we have a great water park tour series on the channel throughout the Bahamas, and we'll continue that into the future. But lots of chairs here in the main pool at Tidal Cove. And then a little hot tub over there to the right. You're also going to have a full bar and restaurant, of course. You can see how big this water park is. It's a true water park, not just a little water slide tower that they added on, which a lot of hotels are doing, and I really love to see that. I think that these massive water slides really have the power to bring in a lot of business for a hotel, and the kids and adults like myself love it. So I do commend them for building out such a massive water park. They do sell day passes to this water park, so it's not exclusive to the resort. So just keep that in mind. You're going to have pretty busy crowds, I think, on those Saturdays in the summer. You do have a very large flow rider over here to the right that I'll show you in just a sec. So those are the artificial waves that you can boogie board or even stand up surf on. Those are also featured on the Royal Caribbean ships. And then a large lazy river that's going to meander on the left side of the water park over there. That I'll show you in just a bit. But you can see the water slide tower coming into view into the distance. Just a ton of water slides here. And a lot of varied different water slides. You have a Master Blaster style water slide that goes uphill. You got the half pipe water slide. You got a few body slides. So really amazing stuff here at Tidal Cove. So you can get up to 4 wristbands per room. So that's pretty good value if you're thinking about going to a water park in South Florida and you need a hotel anyway. This can save you a lot of money and a lot of time. Just keep in mind that the food prices and drink prices here on property are pretty standard for Miami, pretty high for sure. But overall, really good quality. We were really happy with the quality of our breakfast, so I was a little sad that we couldn't try out a little bit more of the food on property, especially with our $100 credit. There are, of course, cabanas that you can rent that are extra. Didn't get the pricing on that. You'll have to check with the hotel on that, but suffice to say they're probably in the $500 up range, I would guess. It's just kind of the going rate for cabanas near the pools nowadays. But you can see the lazy river over here to the right. It's always going to be my favorite aspect of any water park is going to be the lazy river, how long it is, how fast it is, what little fun theming elements are here. So overall, a pretty basic one, good length. It's going to meander pretty much the whole length of the water park. Doesn't encircle the water park. So overall, I'd give this like a 7 out of 10 in terms of lazy rivers that I've seen. And here's one last view of the main pool before we head over to the smaller kid zone, which was pretty awesome. It was emoji themed. As you can see, they have plenty of options here for the little ones. Can splash around. They got the big water tower that's themed to an ice cream cone, emoji, and lots of little slides. So a lot of fun for the little kids here at Tidal Cove as well. And here's a nice little overview of Tidal Cove and the size of this place. So pretty massive. Right outside the exit is going to be the JW Garden. Every JW Marriott on Earth has a garden of some sort. And they'll use those herbs in their restaurants or plants. So pretty cool to find these at each property. I always try and make a point of finding it. So came across that naturally. But we're coming to the end of our tour here. Thanks a lot for watching this tour of the JW Marriott Miami Turnberry Resort. Hope this gives you a good overview of the property. If you're thinking of booking it, reach out to us. We can help you book this amazing resort in South Florida the next time you're in town.